Be careful. I feel some strange tremors from deep underground.
What did you feel?
It's nothing. That was just a drill.
Oh! So it was just a drill. Wait, what kind of drill are you talking about?
Shh. They're here. Watch out!
Propagate! Spring forth! Scatter! Propagate! Germinate! Scatter! Propagate! Propagate! Scatter! Spring forth! Propagate! Scatter! Propagate! Scatter! Propagate! Spring forth! Scatter! Propagate!
You did it. I knew that dealing with these creatures would not trouble you at all. Ah, look. Gurabad. Please connect me with that chess piece.
Connect? What do you mean?
Find the protrusion on its surface and insert that into the slot on my bottle. It's as simple as that.
Huh. There's a slot on your bottle? But it looks pretty smooth. There's no place to plug it in.
It's there. You just can't see it.
Oh!
Because I just made it up.
Oh! Hey!
Huh. All right. That's enough jokes for now. All you have to do, my master, is to hold me and touch the chess piece.
Liloupar? Are you alright? Why are you so quiet?
Liloupar?
Wait. Look! She's glowing! Well, differently from normal anyway.
The Jinnie's bottle shimmers, seemingly in tune with the vibration of the chess piece. You can hear the passing of time like drops of water in a prison. It seems to last a lifetime, or perhaps just for a moment. Liloupar doesn't say a word. Then, out of the mist, you see a great city. Big, bloated, and cold. The earth opens up, swallowing everything in Gurabad. And there stands its gate, set in the mountain wall. It is loathsome, seeming almost to contain all the filth of the ancient world that somehow escaped the people's gaze.
That's Gurabad, over there. I remember it now.
Oh, my head really hurts.
Whoa! What's the matter with you guys? Can't you let Paimon know in advance next time? These surprises are bad for Paimon's heart.
Sorry, Paimon.
That's what you get for cheesing Paimon off.
What a child you are. Worry not. I will give him back, little one. And when the time comes, he shall see you compensated with all the food you may desire, and that currency of yours. Mura, was it?
Don't put words into my mouth.
That's more like it. Paimon's noted it all down. Delicious food and Mora.
All right. Playtime is over. Let us go to Gurabad, my master.
Gurabad. What is over there?
There's nothing left. Nothing at all. All that remains are the memories of ghosts, broken dreams that can never be recovered, and the sweet aftertaste of revenge. Or so I would say. This is a sizable request, and of that I am aware. But I wish for you to witness my past, and the lessons I had to learn.
This does sound kind of ridiculous, and Paimon really doesn't get it. But what you're saying almost sounds like a farewell. Did something happen?
Ah, nay. I just wish to show you some things.
What's that supposed to mean? You're talking in riddles.
In short, please follow me. I shall lead you to Gurabad.
We were just next to that chess piece. Then things went whoosh, and now we're here. How did this happen? That's really awesome.
And would you like a repeat performance?
Again.
Hey, show some restraint. What are you, a kid?
That is normal. The coordinates are somewhat off. Perhaps the device is showing its age.
Hey, isn't this the valley we first went to? What are you bringing us here for? Is there anything worth seeing here?
You asked too many questions, little one. Strange. It was supposed to be here. Ah, here it is. Behold Gurabad. Once it was swallowed by the very earth itself. Now it lies before you. It would seem that this place has some new tenants. Please do get rid of them, my master.
Yeah. Yeah. Scatter! Propagate! Spring forth! Scatter! Propagate! Scatter!
As the shard of light merges with Liloupar's magic bottle, you feel a little of your own power being pulled away.
Shiruyeh is Kuramdin.
Thus says the man in the brass mask.
There will be no heirs to your name. I will do away with the many idols in your temples. I will consign you to your grave. For such does one as despicable as you deserve,
says the man in the brass mask. Through the Jinni's entranced eyes, you bear witness to Gurabad as it is engulfed in darkness. The city of Gurabad has long been a reservoir of water, but now its inhabitants scatter like a torrent. The Jinn, devoid of intellect, pour out from cold machine husks, from the soldiers' weapons. And the scarlet wine, the juice of the pomegranate, bursts forth. The pomegranates are crushed and cracked, and they are trampled into a mass of mud, plump or withered, rich or humble. The scarlet fruits, with hue and cry, tell of the Kuramdin's coming, the joy of life, and the joy of vengeance. The juice tastes as sweet and mellow as sweet wine and flows through the city, turning the reservoir into a vast red sea. The sea first drowns the slaves, and then their masters howl as they flounder amidst the roiling waves of night. Finally, you see the brass-masked king. He flees into the shadows, into Shireen's arms. Her face is old and dim, all traces of life and reason having vanished from it like dust in the night's wind. And then there is King Kisra, who turned into a dark monster. They all are your flesh and blood, yet you rejoice, and you exult in that retribution.
O Gurabad, you are mortally stricken, your shame shown to all. All who receive these tidings shall clap and shout for joy. For is there anyone who has not felt your unending tyranny? O Gurabad, you are mortally stricken, your shame shown to all. Ormazd was once the lover of the one called Liloupar. It was by the genie's love that he rose from a lowly shepherd to become a king amongst mortals. I once believed that he was no mere mortal companion. Foolishly, I fell for those eyes of his. But the vanity and selfishness that kings are wont to have seized him in the end. He turned out to be no different from those mortal rulers who live one day and die the next, wandering amidst dreams of conquest and persecution, building their palaces upon quicksand.
So you brought him low.
Like I said, I punished him. Handed ruin down from father to son across 3 generations. Kisra Parvezravan, Shirin, they are my blood. It was by schemes of blood, honeyed execution and raging ambition that I punished them all. But that was not all. That was not all.
About the punishment.
Vain Parvezravan, my dear child. He wanted unlimited power, and so I gave it to him. I designed for him machines driven by the remnants of Gene spirits. And in a dream of pitch-black darkness, I inspired him to build a colossal machine that could swallow up and spit out a torrent of artificial objects. They brought him untold wealth, but they also robbed the laborers of their lives and the farmers of their property. Thus the lords and the rich men wept, crying, "Verily, this is the triumph of mortals, the end of slavery." But only I knew. Only I understood. This abolition of slavery was itself the beginning of endless and cruel servitude. Slave owners were freed from the obligation to raise their slaves, and the slaves were deprived even of small mercies like a full stomach.
You're starting to lose Paimon here. What are you talking about?
Poverty is accompanied by hatred, and hatred begets ambition. Riches lead to greed, and greed also fuels ambition. It was ambition that drove him to force his queen, Shirin, his elder sister by blood, to create Jean, mindless and malformed. And her suffering pleased me. It empowered me. And I was thus able to foster their flesh and blood.
The brass mask.
Ah, yes. Gurabad, brass-masked King Shiruyeh, the emissary of the mistress, savior of the commoners and slaves. A gifted charlatan, that one. And in the end, he led those who followed him to their doom. The earth swallowed them whole, and they fell into a dark chasm together with the entire city. So you're still here, little one? Why are you silent?
It's just, Paimon doesn't understand. What you just said sounded really terrifying.
Oh, it's all right. I was only talking about my past. And of my destiny.
Paimon doesn't know what to say.
Thanks to your company, I was able to return to my mistress's garden.
Wait, what made you say this all of a sudden?
Gurabad is, for me, a fated land. I must therefore return back to this city, where my destiny awaits me still.
Do you have to go back and make amends for all the wrong things you've done or something?
Done wrong? Ha! I have done nothing wrong. But my children are still there. She and Shiruyeh. They must be rather lonely.
So what you're saying is...
The power of the darkness is growing stronger. Only a mother's power can face it head on. I thought I could use the dark abyss to punish that which I hated. But what goes around comes around. It shall also be my destiny to enter Gurabad and face its retribution. My master, I am sorry that I couldn't stay by your side for long, and that I could not have more time to get familiar with you. But I know that fate will arrange for us to meet again. You possess an incorruptible quality. I believe that I will have made the right choice.
You're leaving?
Generally speaking, the master doesn't choose the genie. Instead, the genie chooses their master. Even should we part ways here, I doubt our connection will be easily severed. So, please accept this final gift. Please, hold me close to your ear once more.
You hold the magic bottle to your ear. There is a chuckle, and you hear someone whispering in your ear in a gentle and delicate language. She speaks of things as unknowable as a deep spring, but you comprehend it all. And at last, the words dissipate, leaving only a cool tingling in your ear. Through her guidance, you have become familiar with the ancient verses. But she speaks no more.
Huh? Look! The light in the bottle is dimmed! Liloupar, are you alright? Liloupar? Liloupar!
The light of the bottle fades. Then the flickering gradually returns. But she speaks no more.
Gurabad. It awaits her.
Is that how it is? Seems like it really was goodbye. Will we ever get to see her again? And, should we go now?
The power of the darkness is growing stronger. Only a mother's power can face it head on.
Oh! So it was just a drill! Wait, what kind of drill are you talking about?
Again!
Finally, you see the brass-masked king. He flees into the shadows, into Shireen's arms.
I will consign you to your grave. For such does one as despicable as you deserve.